this is a control sheet, right? So in order to edit it, you need to make a copy. So you can click File, make a copy, and save it into a folder in your drive. Okay, and then that way you'll be able to edit it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to my copy, because it's what I use for everybody. And this is a control sheet, right? So you don't want to mess with any of these formulas on this side. So again, you can right click, click duplicate, and you got over here, right? And you can always rename it to whatever address you're working on or the person you're working with and stuff like that to easily keep track of it. So we're going to go ahead and start from the top. We have your Arv and Arv Calculator. That being said, just like with every calculator out there, it only works if you put the numbers in. So many people have asked me, oh, so I can just put the address and it'll tell me what to do? No. Okay. You got to put the numbers in. So right here, we are going to fill in all the yellow cells, not the white cells, not the green cells, not the orange cells, the yellow cells. You will choose which rehab you will use, and the rehab are the ones in the orange, and you will zero out the rest. Because once you fill in the yellow cells, those orange will automatically populate. As we keep going through, you'll kind of see what we're going to be doing. So we have your formula for comps. So this is basically what we're using. All of the formulas are already input into the calculator, but the formula that we're using is basically your MAO, which if you don't know what that is, if you scroll down a little bit, we have a glossary down here. It's your max allowable offer. Okay, this is what you can offer to the sellers. Your MAO equals your ARV. If you don't know what an ARV is, it's your after repair value. It's basically your comps. You're going to multiply that by 70%. 70% is your investor's purchase rule, which right down here, if it's a fix and flip property, you're going to use 70%. If it's a buy and hold property, you're going to use about 85%. Because that 70% is going to include this right here. It's going to include your rehab, how much they purchase it for, and your assignment fee, all in there. So that's the investor's purchase rule. That's the 70%. Then you minus your pairs. Right here, we have our rehabs. And then minus your assignment fee. Do not put in your assignment fee until you talk to the seller first. Okay. And you'll see kind of how that goes, essentially, where you have your cash buyer purchase price, so how much you can market it for and sell it to a cash buyer for, right? But then you also have what you have it under contract. And then that middle number is your assignment fee, right? So if you can sell it to a cash buyer for $250, and say, for instance, the seller only needs $200 for it, well, then your assignment fee is going to be $50. However, if you can sell it to a cash buyer for $250 and your seller needs $275 for it, then you need to be a little conservative with your assignment fee, because you're like, okay, well, the max that I can offer you is $245. Most average assignment fees are between $5,000 and $10,000. That's the average. Depending on what they need, if we can give that to them, we will. Your assignment fee is basically your bargaining chip, and you'll see that as we continue to move forward. Right here, we have our estimates, right? We have our Zillow, Redfin, and Realtor estimates. Over here, we have our comparables. So there's a couple reasons why we use the left side over the right side. First reason is immediately when you're talking to a seller, it'll take you literally 1-2 minutes to find all the estimates and run those numbers really quickly. So doing this will literally take you maybe 2 minutes. All of these will automatically fill in. One reason we would use this is obviously when you are immediately talking to a seller and they give you the address, you can input all of this stuff really quickly. It takes you 1 to 2 minutes, and then you'll kind of have an idea if what they want is like super outlandish, or you could potentially work with it. And then the other reason why you would use this side over this one is if you can't find any actual comparable properties, then it is okay to use the estimates. But if you can find comps, use the comps. All right. Now, if you can't find any comps and there are no estimates, huge red flags. I don't necessarily always do a new one for every property that I run. but you should, because it kind of sucks having to go back and rerun all the numbers all over again, no matter how long it takes you. We want to use the 3 lowest comps. We are looking for comparables. We are looking for ARV, market value homes.